everyone, welcome to today's explainer. We're diving right into something we all intuitively understand but rarely break down: music. Specifically, this is a step-by-step tutorial on mastering musical timing and the art of singing together. Whether you're stepping into a choir for the very first time or you just want to understand the foundational mechanics of how a group of individuals can somehow create one beautiful unified sound, you are absolutely in the right place. Let's get started. Here is the roadmap for our tutorial today. We'll kick off with Step 1, sing and listen. Then Step 2, feel the beat. Moving on to Step 3, discover music tempo. Step 4, master tempo changes. And finally, Step 5, put it all together. All right, starting us off with Step 1, sing and listen. You know, what's really fascinating here is that making great music isn't just about output. It's about input. It's about prep. You literally have to tune your ears just as much as your vocal cords. So what actually makes a good singer, especially when we're talking about a group setting like a choir? First up, they sing clearly. You gotta have that clear voice to carry your part. Second, and honestly, this is absolutely crucial, they listen to others. Singing together is this massive act of synchronous collaboration. If you aren't listening to the person right next to you, matching their pitch and volume, yeah, the whole thing just falls apart into chaos. Third, they follow the beat to stay synced up. And fourth, they sing with confidence. When you combine that clear, confident voice with the humility of actively listening to your peers, the result is just absolute magic. Moving right along to Step 2, feel the beat. Now we're shifting from just using our voices and ears to getting our whole body involved with the music. First things first, what exactly do we mean when we say the beat? Well, the beat is that steady pulse you can follow while singing. Think of it like a heartbeat. It is the absolute foundation of any song. It doesn't wildly jump around, it's your reliable, steady anchor. And following this exact pulse is the secret sauce that allows a room full of completely different singers to suddenly sound like one unified entity. If everyone's anchored to that same pulse, we are all together. So let's actually try a quick sing and move activity right now. I highly encourage you to physically do this wherever you are watching. Just think of a super familiar song in your head. You got one? Okay. Step 1, start clapping the steady beat of that song. Just a nice, easy clap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Step 2. Try stepping your feet to that same rhythm. Left, right, right on the beat. Finally, Step 3. Let's add some simple body movements. Maybe just sway your shoulders side to side. This physical participation, it's exactly how you train your brain and body to lock into the mechanics of the music. It isn't just happening up in your head. It is an active rhythm right there in your hands and feet. Next up, Step 3, discover music tempo. Okay, so now that we're physically locked into the beat, the very next question is exactly how fast is that pulse moving? That's our tempo. This is a massive building block of all music. Tempo is really just the fancy musical term for the speed of the music. So if the beat is the heartbeat, the tempo is how fast that heart is beating. And it dictates the entire vibe and energy of the piece you're singing. Just think about your favorite song for a second. If you take a slow, melancholic ballad and suddenly play it at double the speed, you've completely changed the genre, the emotion, the whole shebang. Let's break that down a bit more. Consider how a slow tempo naturally creates this calm, gentle environment. Think about the mechanics happening there. The wide space between the notes actually gives the music room to breathe. Try clapping that out with me. Clap, wait, clap, wait. Super relaxing, right? Now contrast that with a fast tempo, which is inherently energetic and exciting. Those gaps between the beats completely shrink, which builds intense momentum and literally drives the song forward. Clap that one. Clap, 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 clap. It gets your blood pumping, doesn't it? The tempo is essentially the emotional engine of the song. All right, let's look at Step 4, master tempo changes. Because music is dynamic, it rarely stays at the exact same speed from start to finish. If we really want to master singing together, we have to learn how to adapt together. And here is your golden rule for navigating those shifts. Stop and listen when the music changes. Seriously, I cannot stress this enough. Picture a massive 60-person choir singing this soaring emotional piece, and then it suddenly shifts from a slow hum into a fast, triumphant march. If even 3 people in that group space out and keep going at the old, slow speed, it is a complete train wreck. The harmony just shatters. The only way you avoid that is through hyper-focused listening. It brings us right back to step 1. You can't just coast on autopilot. You've got to actively listen to the music and to the people around you so you catch that tempo shift the split second it happens. Let's try putting this into practice with a quick tempo movement game. This is such a fantastic, simple way to train your reaction times. Again, imagine doing this right wherever you are. When the music is slow, you should be walking slowly. But the second the music shifts and goes fast, you need to instantly adjust and walk quickly. Practicing that immediate shift from a slow, deliberate walk to a fast, energetic pace actually trains your brain's musical reflexes. You're literally embodying the tempo change, which makes it feel totally second nature when it's finally time to sing. And that brings us to our final stage, step 5. Put it all together. We made it! Now it is time to take everything we just learned, our clear voice, our active listening, the steady beat, and those tricky tempo changes, and roll it all into a final performance. As you gear up to sing with a partner or your group, just keep these 3 core pillars in mind. Number 1, use a clear voice. Speak up and be super confident in the sound you're making. Number 2, follow the beat and the tempo. Lock into that steady pulse, whether you're moving at a crawl or at lightning speed. And number 3, stay together. Always prioritize listening to the group so your voice blends seamlessly with everyone else. I highly recommend taking a familiar song later today, clapping out that steady beat, matching the speed, and just confidently singing it out loud to practice these exact mechanics. To wrap up today's explainer, I want to leave you with a little something to think about. Next time you're listening to music, ask yourself, which tempo do you actually like best, and why? Are you naturally drawn to the calm, gentle embrace of a slow song, or does the intense, exciting pulse of fast music make you feel way more alive? It's pretty wild to think about how just the sheer speed of a song can fundamentally alter your mood and change the energy of an entire room. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and keep listening for that steady beat out there.